Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming to the weekly live for relationship communications. Welcome to this week's weekly live. I'm thrilled that you are here with me. And for those of you joining us for the first time, I'm Lisa DeToffel, and I'm the founder of Relationship Communications. It's my online community where I work with established and aspiring entrepreneurs. And today I'm going to be your host for the Relationship Communications Weekly Live, which is my weekly live stream show that airs every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I do hope that you will add that to your calendar and make plans to attend and join us every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And my goal here is to share tactical and practical information to help you get where you want to go faster than you can go on your own. I've been an entrepreneur for 6 years. I've made many mistakes, and I'm here to tell you I can help you move through them more quickly by sharing what I've learned through my experiences. So let me know if you're joining me here live and let me know where you're coming in from. And we are streaming in various different places. So if you are joining us from YouTube, our YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button or ring that bell so that you can be notified every time that we do go live. Um, so today we are going to talk about how are we spending our time? How are you spending your time? We all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? So how are you spending your time? But before we dive into our topic, I would like to introduce myself. Again, say hello if you're joining me live and hit that subscribe button if you're joining from YouTube. So, um, this was me back in 2017 and 25 years prior as a preschool teacher. I had a dream of working from home, but I had been through two messy divorces and had been a single mom twice. And it didn't seem possible at that time. I was the breadwinner of my household and was scared to take that chance and go out on my own. Then I met my husband, Jeff, in 2012. And as we made plans for our future, that is when I could see the possibility of my dream coming true. However, it was not an easy task. So, with Jeff's support, I started a training program to learn how to be a virtual assistant in 2018, which showed me also how to start my own business. And by the end of the program, I had a couple of clients and have continued to grow my business. And now the Tiger Eye Solution team, which was built in 2021, every single year. And my life looks a whole lot different now than it did back then. This is myself and Jeff, our three children, Caleb, Matthew, Alyssa, our three grandchildren, John Price, Hattie, and Anakin is the newest one, who is now 9 months old. So the twins are two, and Anakin is 9 months old. So yes, they grow very, very quickly. So again, our topic today is how are you spending your time? Your time equals your life for sure. So, I recently heard that the average American watches 294 minutes of TV a day. Anyone doing that? That is almost 5 hours. And it makes sense. You get home around 5:30 or 6 p.m. and watch TV till 11 p.m. and then go to bed, right? Because you have the TV on the whole time you're home. And, I kind of found that hard to believe at first. I didn't think about, that you turn the TV on at 6 and it stays on till 11. That is around 5 hours, right? I thought, 5 daylight hours maybe. I thought, how can that be? How can people be earning a living? How can they be having the life they want? But it was accurate because people really do watch 294 minutes of TV a day. Now, today it may look a little bit different. It could be TV, could be videos on your phone. All that's considered screen time, right? So then I remembered when I used to do that myself. I would just have it on for background noise. I watch soap operas, talk shows, all the things. And I didn't really think about what I was doing. And, I had friends that were doing it as well. And we would talk about it. we would have nicknames for each show we watched. And at the same time, while I'm watching talk shows and soap operas, I have a very long list of things I want to get done, which was not helping me reach my dreams, right? So go look in the mirror. There's a ton of information out there. But when we make the decision of where we are now and where we want to go, how do we get into action? What do we do? And the thing is that it could be scrolling on social media. We spend a lot of time doing that as well. It could be a million things. It could even be sitting at your desk working on things that are not important, that are not moving the needle forward or bringing in more ROI, those type of things. I heard recently from an important person that we should write down the amount of money we want to make, the amount of dollars we want to make, then divide that by the number 2080. That I think is 40 hours a week. That is how much your time is worth. So you really need to be thinking about the numbers. For example, if you want to make $55,000 a year, divide 55,000 by 2080, and that means your time is worth $26 an hour. Right? Now, if you wanted to make $100,000 a year, your time is worth $48 an hour. A lot of people don't make $48 an hour, but you can do that with some work. If you think about it in terms of actual value of your time, so when you're sitting at your computer scrolling on or doing whatever mindless activity you do, scrolling on social media or whatever that looks like for you, we all have them. I want you to think, I could be earning $48 an hour instead of sitting here scrolling on social media, or even $30 an hour. You could absolutely be doing that, right? So don't hesitate. Think back. Stopping the behavior of watching TV for endless hours was an important moment when I started, wasn't an important moment any longer when I started valuing my time. And that's what I have been working on. And you can do the same. It's been, a game changer. And you can absolutely do it too. So think of your time as an actual investment. How are you spending your time? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. I have the same amount of time in my day as you have in yours. So how are you spending that time? Are you making the most of that time? Those 5 hours in the evening, if you still have a job outside the home and you come home, get home at 5:30 or 6 p.m. in the evening, how are you spending those 5 hours before you go to bed? Is it with your family? Maybe y'all do sit down and have a family dinner in the evenings, which is great. Is it working on your business? Is it taking a walk? What are you doing in those 5 hours from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.? Give that some thought, okay? I also want to share some exciting news with you about the Launchpad that's coming up. You are invited. We are launching the Networking Method Launchpad again in April, where I will share with you how to start your networking journey and build your network on a regular basis, no matter if you're starting from scratch or you have been networking for a while. These are tried and true methods that I teach and, that I have been doing myself since 2018. Everyone is welcome. This is a 3-day free event. So mark your calendar to join us for part 1 on April 23rd. Will be part 1. We have a private Facebook group where the training will be taking place. So you do need to sign up and join the Launchpad to get invited to that private Facebook group where the event is actually happening. This will be a lot of fun. We have prizes to give away. We have bonuses that are going to be included, all kind of different things. Part one, we will be talking about what is networking, kind of hone in on and define exactly what networking is. Then part two on April 28th, it's kind of magical because we learn how to get real about networking. And then part three that happens on April 30th is where we learn how to start from where you are. All of us are in different places in our entrepreneur journey or, in our businesses. Some of you may be at the starting gate. Some of you may be in the middle, and some of you may be, miles and miles down the road. Just depends on how long you have been in business, right? There will also be homework involved. And again, bonuses and so much more. And I'm going to open the doors to the Networking Method Academy, my 6-month signature course on how to make the most of your networking efforts. And I would love to have you think about that as you sign up for this free 3-day event, the Networking Method Launchpad. So I will include the sign up link under this video where you can go and sign up for the Launchpad that will be starting on April 23rd. And I hope to see you there. I want to also wish everyone a happy Easter. I know this is a holiday weekend coming up. I hope you enjoy lots of fun activities with your family for the Easter holiday. And I'll see you again soon.